Hi guys, it's been another really hot week this week, but the field itself is looking fantastic at the moment. We've got some lovely bits coming on, and we're cutting fantastic amount of blooms at the moment. The shops have been really busy, the markets have been good. We've relaunched the website now, so that one has been updated and we've got new products on it for this year, which is exciting. And we did a promotional thing this week at the market I was at, where I went around and gave out some little posies and just asked people to check out the website. And it went down a treat, actually. Everyone was really excited. It created a really nice buzz. And it was just such a nice, positive day. So, yeah, it was really great. And thank you to everyone who was really supportive towards it. It was great. And this week with the hot weather, I have tried to just spend a bit of time doing some research, market research and different things, and just trying to put a bit of a business plan in place as to where I want to see the business go, really. And I have come up with some strategies, which I'm not going to go into too much now, but they will be starting to be implemented from now, but mainly for next season. And I'm quite excited, and hopefully we'll see some positive changes there. But we've still got lots of this season left. So I'm trying to get these four borders sorted. They've got completely away from me. I started to do the marigold border here. I've just pulled it out and left it on top because I actually need to sort out the compost bins before I can start putting everything in the compost bins. But yeah, I'm just trying to pull it out and get rid of the weeds and get it back to right, because none of this is of any use now, apart from the few snapdragons, so I'll leave them in for a bit and just start to get this area a bit tidied up. It is one area that I can start to tidy up at least. Just going to start pulling them out, and there's bumblebees, and I haven't seen bumblebees in days because of the heat. So I'm going to leave this larkspur because I don't want to take it out there using it. So I'll just continue with the path and get that bit done for now. One thing I wanted to do was to show you guys some of the things which are really beginning to thrive now. Um, if you've been following me for a few weeks, there's been a lot of failures. There's been a lot of failures this year. We have had deer, we've had slug, we've had extreme weather, heat, rain. We've lost a lot of stuff, but the things that have survived are doing really, really good now. So I really just wanted to go around the field and just show you a few things that are doing really well. And yeah, just show you what they're looking like now. So these are my Rebeccas, and these were one of the ones that were struggling in that heat wave back in the May. But as you can see, they've now really put on some size and they're doing great. And we're getting some lovely Rebeccas of them. Getting these lovely deep reds. These are the ones that I love. These kind of like dusky, pinky, reddy colours are absolutely gorgeous. And then we get some of these burnt oranges. Some of them are struggling a little bit with the heat, but they're doing okay. Do seem to have had a few random yellow ones pop up. I'm not sure where they've popped up from. The straw flowers are going crazy. I'm picking handfuls and handfuls and handfuls of these every day. Now you can dry straw flowers, but I found when I've dried them before, they're at high risk of going mouldy. So I tend to just use them for cutting now and just enjoy them. And then if I've got a lot and I'm not using them, I might just dry the heads, just the individual heads for some bits and pieces. But yeah, we got a lot of straw flowers. The status is also looking fantastic. Got a lot of yellow in it this year. Normally you get a lot of the dark purple, but we have a lot of yellow. But it's looking lovely, and I'm actually going to start picking some of this for drying now, because this, up to now I've just been using it for fresh cutting, but I've got an abundance now, so I've got more than enough to be able to come and pick some for fresh, and then anything that's ready will be picked each night for drying as well. How good are these guys looking? They've gone really green, they've gone really lush. These are the apricot ones. You can see they're just trying to bud up now into colour. Yeah, these are looking great. A little bit short, but I don't mind. Most of these are grown for drying, and I think they will continue to put up some stems and maybe even some taller ones. And then these are the second wave of Madam Butterfly snapdragons. I only grow Madam Butterfly now, and these have just been fantastic. They are a little bit shorter because of that heat. They started flowering a bit early, but they're still producing loads of blooms, and they should still keep putting some stems up as well until the end of the summer, hopefully. This is the Pro Cut sunflowers, and you can see I've taken off the original one, and this is what I was trying to explain in a few videos ago, that they put up these other stems. And like this one here's got 1, 2, 3, there's probably 4 or 5 coming off of that one. I think because of the heat this year, again, some of the stems are maybe a little bit shorter than what I had last year. You can see like this one here is quite short. That's going to be a bit too short really for any bouquets. I think that's generally just because of the heat, but like there's still quite a few here that I'm going to be able to use. So for sunflowers, I don't think I'll ever use anything other than these Pro Cut ones now. Just because there is no point having a flower in summer which only produces one head. In the spring, things like the tulips, there isn't much else going on, but it's a waste of space. But these Pro Cut ones, they're really lovely, and you can see the heads, they just get like these little small heads, but for little bouquets are perfect. The glow thistles are just coming on now, and they're looking absolutely fab. I normally just use these for drying, but I found that they can be a bit temperamental drying, like they break off quite easily and they don't always hold their colour. So this year I've just decided that I'm going to enjoy most of them for cutting, and then again I'll just dry any spare amount I've got. I've been putting them in the bouquets, and they do just really add that something extra. Now this here was a wild card, and this was direct sown, and I've never grown it before. It's amorphous. I probably said that wrong. I have tried to grow it before, but I've never got it to germinate. And anyway, I direct sowed this. I saw another cut flower farmer that's like, oh, I only ever direct sow it. And yeah, it's looking fab. I think it's a little ways off of flowering, so maybe a bit behind, but that's fine. I've got loads of other stuff going. So yeah, these are looking great. And because they're direct sown, they've put their roots down really nice and strong. Obviously they've got no netting on them, and the other day we had like 30-mile-an-hour winds and they just weren't being affected at all. They're really sturdy, so that's great. This is Buddleia mint. Now all of this that I have here, all of this came from 2 plants that I brought. I want to say hayloft, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it's Buddleia mint. You can get it in white. This is obviously the purple. The only thing is, I will give a warning with it, it is a fug and it takes over. And every spring, I mean, I know it looks amazing, but it's in every single path. It's going into all the other borders. There's some even coming up over here. I've got to come around every spring and start ripping up some of it to keep it under control. I think this year I'm going to rip up a lot of it and try and take some cuttings and then try and plant some fresh and actually get rid of a lot of it. Operation Dahlia has been a success. So I wanted to just show you this, guys, because I've seen a lot of stuff on Instagram, and I think it can be a little bit misleading what you see on Instagram to actual reality. So you see people doing a lot of cuttings and stuff like that for the dahlias, but I think what they don't tell you is, it takes a good couple of years to get these cuttings up to really good sized tubers. So this first half of the border are actually all 4 years old plus. They're at least 4 years old. Some of them are probably older. You can see they are really big. They've put on some really great size. Now the second half of the border, if I step back, you can compare it. So these are the 4+-year-olds. These one here are 2 to 3-year-olds. And you can see there's quite a big difference in the size. Again, this half here is 2 to 3. And then this here, this is your first year tubers. So these are fresh tubers that I've brought in this year. So I wouldn't have even said that these are straight from cuttings. I would have said that these are probably 1 year from their cuttings. So yeah, these are brand new tubers that I brought for this year. Now don't get me wrong, some do put on a bit of size. So these are also brand new tubers, and these have done pretty well. I have to say this one is particularly lovely. Just to give you a bit of realisticness of what to expect, you've kind of got your 1-year-olds, your 2-year-olds, your 3-year-olds, and your 4-year-olds. That's your size difference. It's a bit cooler today, down to 24. It is nearly midday, but the bees are just going crazy because I think they can actually get out with the heat. So it's just really nice to actually see them. If you're just getting into drying flowers, something you've only just started or something you want to start, status is going to be your best one to start with. It's so easy to dry, along with the honesty, but you don't even really have to prep this. You can literally cut it, tie it, hang it in a shed, and it holds its colour really well, so well. About the only thing I find that does hold its colour properly. You can see the drying shed is getting nice and full. We've got the Nigella, he's again very crispy, and some Achillea Gold. And we're just beginning to pick the status, and this was some steel beads. I'm actually having to open the door every day just to try and keep some of the heat out. It's a nice drop of rain and we needed it. But the one thing I love is when you come out after a thunderstorm like that and the smell of the soil. Love it. Still going. Moved away from us though. Right guys, let's see how hard this is. That was brutal, absolutely brutal. I'm literally on my way home to go and order my iron hail pump because I'm never doing that ever again. So yeah, I can't even believe I've done that once. That was such a stupid idea.